Yes. We are back again, live once again, 2 nights in a row. God, we're making a habit of this, aren't we? Welcome back to Wrestle News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. Welcome back to another watch-along. I'm a man of my word. I keep my promises. You know what I've been saying recently? I've been saying that March is going to be a big month. I've been saying March is going to be a big month for the channel. But there we have got so many watch-alongs planned. And I was actually kind of figuring out what the schedule was going to be for some of these watch-alongs. It was kind of early to middle of last week. I was thinking, okay, let's figure out what we're going to do with these watch-alongs in March, because obviously there's going to be so many shows in Europe over the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks. And beginning Friday on SmackDown on Friday in Barcelona, and because of the beauty of Netflix, we kind of got to this point when they were on TNT over here, but because of the beauty of Netflix, when they're being recorded, they're going to be streamed live on Netflix. So beginning Friday, I'm just going to be doing an absolute bunch of Raw and SmackDown watch-alongs. So I was getting those prepped, and I was figuring out what I was going to do with all of that. And then I looked to today, and I saw that it was Raw on Netflix from Madison Square Garden, and the main event was CM Punk versus Seth Rollins inside of a steel cage. And I went, starting on the watch-alongs on Friday, for SmackDown Raw, and post shows. And I thought, coming out of AEW Revolution last night, loads of people tuned in. We had a really good time. We were chatting. I thought, let's start the week off with a bang. Let's start. We're 10 days into March. Let's just go for it. So we've got a watch along this evening for Raw on Netflix. We're gonna have a post show as well. We've implemented the new sort of countdown videos that we've been doing as well, in addition to the daily new videos. It is all going off at Wrestle News 365 at the moment. So if you haven't already, be sure to click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. As you can see right there, boom, 19,260. We're getting closer and closer to getting to 20K. So if you haven't already, subscribe. You know what to do. I can already see people in the chat getting involved. I can see Nathaniel says, yo. Dan Mason's in there, says, let's go. Terry has already done a madness, saying that he's in there, and also is the latest member of the WN365 roster. Big up, Terry. Really appreciate the support. If you are members of the WN365 roster, not only do you get your badges and your emojis, you do get exclusive members-only content. There's match rewatch series we've got on there. I was doing a Monday Night Raw rewatch series, and then everything moved over to Netflix, and we don't have a lot of the of the episodes on Netflix added on just yet. And also with there's no WCW stuff on Netflix. It's all being put up to the WCW YouTube channel. So that series is probably a little bit on hold. But there's going to be a lot more match rewatches, and they're usually in theme with whatever month or time of the month it is. So, for instance, this month we're going to be doing a lot of match rewatches of old WrestleMania matches as we get closer and closer to that. Fortunately, when it comes to AEW with Triller TV, we've already over here in the UK got the entire back catalogue of every episode of AEW Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision ever. So I'll probably do some match rewatches of that. So you get that as members of the WN365 roster. So big up to Terry, and if you wish to join him, you can do so as well. What else are people saying here in the chat? Sam Ritchie says, guessing you're not doing the morning show on United View, haha. Hey, Sam, all I will say is tomorrow morning, you're going to see a very, very, very tired Owen. A very tired Owen. It wasn't... This watch-along tonight was not initially part of the big march of watch-alongs, but I just saw that it was a cage. I saw it was CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and I knew it was going to be a big month for March. And I thought, let's just kick it off with a bang. So, as always, these watch-alongs are brought to you by Monster. Tonight I'm drinking Ultra Rosa, which is going out of rotation soon, which sucks. I tell you what, the dream is one day. The dream one day is that I get an energy drink sponsor, and they get me through these streams. If there is any energy drink out there that wish to work out a deal, I'm in. I'm not even joking. I am so in. If there are any energy drink sponsors out there. So you never know, one day maybe we can figure something out. So Sam, I will do my very best to be there in the morning. That is my intention. In fact, I've already set up the graphics for tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try. I cannot confirm yes or no, but I will try my very, very, very best. As far as matches that are going to be taking place this evening, show's about to kick off in about 9 minutes' time, or according to my feed, about 9 minutes' time. We do have some confirmed matches for the show this evening, so we'll get into that. We've got a confirmed appearance. As I mentioned, in general, the show is taking place from Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. A huge, huge crowd is going to... huge crowd is going to be in place. Over 18,000 tickets being sold. 18,000 tickets being sold. Absolutely huge crowd on tap. As far as what's confirmed for the show, Cody Rhodes, undisputed WWE champion, is going to be there. We're going to hear more comments from him, and obviously the ramifications, the fallout of Elimination Chamber. New Women's World Champion Iyo Sky reportedly is set for an appearance too, so she's going to be on tap for the show. AJ Styles is set to call out Logan Paul. Looks like they're probably going to have some kind of a WrestleMania match. Maybe that's confirmed as quickly as this evening. We'll have to wait and see, but Styles is set to call him out. We've got a Tornado tag team match set for the show as the LWO's Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee are facing off against the New Day. Of course, that storyline's been going on since the New Day turned heel. The men's Royal Rumble winner, Jey Uso, will be in action against Grayson Waller this evening, and of course, the main event is that big steel cage match. It is CM Punk versus Seth Rollins inside of a steel cage. Their rivalry set to continue in the world's most famous arena. Now, at one point, this was a match that was going to be set for WrestleMania 40, then possibly WrestleMania 41. On the very first episode of Raw on Netflix, CM Punk did defeat Seth Rollins in the main event of that show. They're going to be the main event tonight, but this time it's going to be in a cage. Is Rollins going to get the win? Are we going to see maybe Roman Reigns appear? I think there's a lot that could possibly happen. So it's a pretty stacked show, and plus I'm sure there'll be plenty of other things that will happen there as well. So if you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to tune in on Netflix. Oliver says, Owen, can I ask, have you guys at United View fallen out with Adam because he's now doing a morning show too? Absolutely not. Absolutely not at all. There's no beef in the from our point of view on the content creator space, in the Man United space. As far as I know, for the red carpet, the only reason Adam dropped out of that is it was just literally schedules. I just couldn't make it every Monday at 7 p.m., which is sometimes the case. I mean, sometimes I think people sometimes forget that we are people who have stuff outside of these boxes. So sometimes it's just lining people's schedules up. So no, Adam's a great guy. I really like Adam. Really enjoyed doing the shows with him. Hopefully we'll do more stuff with him in the future. But no, Adam's top guy. So no falling out. I mean, usually the problem is when you answer those questions, they're never as exciting as like the rumor or never, you know what I mean? It's not really, but no. Red Devils 99, one of our members as well, says, I'm sure Optimized Owen will be able to make the UV morning show. Hey, Optimized Owen is still very much just tired as fat overweight Owen, I'm telling you. But I will try my best. Certainly. There's a lot to talk about tomorrow morning as well. Indeed. We've already got close to 60 people watching, which is great. If you haven't already, click the like button and also be sure to subscribe. The show's going to kick off in just under 5 minutes' time. What's gone up today here on the channel? Obviously, a news video coming up, which went up earlier today, about Brian Gewirtz calling out Dave Meltzer, which I must say I did think was rather funny. Because Brian Gewirtz was kind of right with the Meltzer stuff, that he just won't admit that he is wrong. He would be like, well, I did say that, and it's like, well, you did say that. That went up earlier today. And then there was a video going up about some of the botches, some of the mistakes from last night's AEW Revolution pay-per-view. There's still the post-show and the watch-along. Lots of people really enjoyed that. I really overall enjoyed that show last night. Main event sucked. Main event was really, really bad. Just dry, and crowd wasn't into it. The 3 matches prior to it I thought were sensational. I still to this moment don't know why the Hollywood ending wasn't the ending for the show. I thought Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May was excellent. Then, of course, that was followed up with Omega Takeshita, which is just as good as I think anyone thought it was going to be. It was brilliant. And then, obviously, the steel cage match with Ospreay and Fletcher was really, really, really good too. Any one of those could have ended the show. I think it should have been the women's match. But still, so that you can go check that out. So, and as I mentioned, big week when it comes to watch-alongs, post-shows. As far as other people coming on, for the SmackDowns on Friday, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, depending once again on that word, scheduling, KG might be joining me for a few, but maybe not all of them, but a few. But again, like I said, it depends on schedule and life and all that kind of stuff. So yes, there's always something going on here at Wrestle News 365, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get to that 20K spot soon. Because gosh, like I said, this is how I started even on doing stuff on YouTube, was this channel, and even now, and it was never with the intention of getting lots of people watching. It still baffles me now that people watch, but to get to 20K would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. 2.5 minutes to go until Raw starts on Netflix. They have these weird countdown videos. It's very suspenseful music. Very, very suspenseful music. I tell you what, when it comes to that main event, that steel cage match, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, surely Seth Rollins wins. I can't see an outcome where what Punk winning would do for Seth. There has to either be a non-finish. There has to either be a non-finish or Rollins wins. Because it looks like, the Mania card's starting to sort of settle itself out, isn't it? And it looks like we're getting Rollins versus Reigns versus Punk. And Punk's already beaten Rollins in the main event. So there's going to have to be some kind of interference, non-finish. If Punk beats Rollins clean like he did, what does that really do for Rollins? Nothing, doesn't it? It doesn't. So that's why I say I wouldn't rule out the possibility of maybe. But the thing is, if Roman Reigns appears, they like to generally announce it ahead of time because he's got so many limited dates. It's only if he's making a big return, a bit like a SummerSlam last year, that they'll be like, okay, we won't announce that. We'll keep that as a surprise. But maybe they will. I guess that's possible. Nothing's impossible. One thing is actually, I think, worth pointing out too. We talk about Jey Uso being in action against Grayson Waller this evening. That World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania thus far feels like it means, absolutely nothing. Really, doesn't it? And that was, I think, people's concerns going in with Jey Uso winning the Men's Rumble, is that it was a surprise call, and you want to push Jey Uso, cool. Obviously, look, super over the crowd, great entrance, sells a shit ton of merch, good catchphrase, work in the ring. It's not the best, but okay. But just no real interest, isn't it? And again, I don't know if that's because that Jey Uso's going to win. I don't know if that's because we've literally seen the match as recently as January at Saturday night's main event. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that one. Very, very, very weird. But here we go. We're about to start. The live event is about to start on Netflix. If you haven't fired yours up, like I have mine. Dan says, when is Cena scheduled to come back, Owen? It's on an episode of, I think next Monday. I think it's next Monday, I'm going to say. I think next Monday, which would be the 17th. Yeah, 17th of March. 17th of March, and I think that's in Brussels. Again, I'll be live for it, doing a watch-along and a post-show. I'm so excited for WrestleMania season. I'll be able to watch all of these shows and do watch-alongs and do post-shows. I've never had this opportunity to do it this regularly before, because I would think I would just have to exist on US time, and that's not possible with other commitments. As the cold open plays, dun dun dun. And there they are, look. New York City. Bit of a janky camera shot, that, to be honest. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. I tell you what, Madison Square Garden shows, you know, growing up, this is why I did the watch along, because something big always happens at Madison Square Garden shows. Always. There's Cody Rhodes arriving. There she is, the brand new Women's World Champion, Iyo Sky. Hey, Iyo Sky. I didn't see that coming. I mean, I know at the moment we've got Iyo Sky versus Bianca Belair. Now, what an entrance that is for Bianca. EST of WWE inside that Madison Square Garden elevator. There's Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, steel cage. We're already 9 likes away from 50 likes. If we haven't already, click the like button. See if we can get a 50. And be sure to subscribe as well whilst you're at it. Uh-oh. This means we're going to be getting a big Jey Uso entrance. Main event, Jey Uso is in New York City. Jey Uso's doing the big entrance through the crowd in New York City in Madison Square Garden. Little kid doing the yeet. Someone's got a giant Kurt Angle head in there. Giant Kurt Angle head. Look at that. A kid doing the yeet. I suppose this is when it gets really interesting, doesn't it? Because I know we're going to have a draft not long after WrestleMania, and I think if Jey Uso wins the world title at WrestleMania, which, by the way, is that even a guarantee? I suppose that's not even a guarantee. If he does win it, he's getting drafted to SmackDown, and Cody Rhodes is getting drafted to Raw. Like, that's happening. And, of course, his match against his brother, Jimmy Uso, last year at WrestleMania was one of the worst matches of WrestleMania weekend, wasn't it? It was a complete dud. Jey Uso doing the hand slaps of Michael Cole, Pat McAfee. Andrew Schultz at ringside. Crowd going nuts. Listen to that crowd. My goodness me. If that was me, by the time I got to the ring, I'd be completely blown up. Completely. Red Devils 99 says, Gunther needs to win. His defense has not been great after that IC run. It's been flat, hasn't it? Definitely flat. We've got A-Town Down Under. Which they've been doing the storyline between them that they're, potentially splitting up for like ever, haven't they? Oh, look, he's going to rip up the yeet sign. Terrible. They spent ages on it. What a heel. What a heel. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I mean, eventually, when are they gonna have the turn? You know what I mean? When are they gonna have the split? I mean, when they do, it's Austin Theory's the babyface, isn't it? Grayson Waller's the heel in that situation. Crowd continues to chant yeet. Bell rings were underway. Inside MSG. Madison Square Garden. There's been some big moments. Big moments in WWE history, or Raw history. Madison Square Garden. Obviously, the stunner on McMahon. Kane unmasking. I think about Cactus Jack versus Triple H. Chance of Let's Go Uso. Off the ropes. Shoulder knocked down. Oh, look at that. Just no stamp to the face by Grayson Waller. There's the elbow by Jey Uso. Body slam. Because that's the one criticism, isn't it, of Jey Uso? It's like, oh, his matches aren't great. Not that he's a bad worker, but it's like, as a singles. But, I mean, it depends on your philosophy of wrestling, of course, isn't it? Some people's philosophy is, drop kick right to the knee, to the patella. Some people's philosophies of wrestling is that, it's not all about the work in between the ropes. It's about everything. And if you're popular enough, if you're over enough, you don't have to do anything spectacular anyway. You can do less is more. Waller, throws Uso arm first, shoulder first. We're 5 likes away from 50 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well. Punch to the gut by Grayson Waller. Irish whip. Step up kick by Jey Uso too. The other positive thing at the moment as well, as we get to this March period, clothesline sends Waller over the top rope. As we get to sort of daylight saving season, there's this time when the clocks have changed in America, but they haven't changed in the UK yet. So suddenly Raws and everything become an hour early. So they start at midnight instead of 1 o'clock, which again also helps. Makes things a bit more manageable. Look at that. Austin Theory tried to grab the foot of Austin Theory. Oof. Grayson Waller. Oof. A baseball slide into a clothesline. It was a clothesline sent Uso down. It was nasty. I like that they have the little countdown as well. Because obviously, if you're watching live on Netflix, the feed just carries on. But in the top right-hand corner, they say when they're going to come back. So it says like back in 2 minutes, 35, 34. Oof. Look at those elbows. He was calling out to Andrew Schultz there at ringside. Cover, kicks out. And it's kind of wild, isn't it, as well? A couple of years ago at WrestleMania, Austin Theory beating John Cena. There's definitely a difference in the Vince McMahon perception of Austin Theory and maybe the Triple H perception of Austin Theory. as Waller. I don't think people are going to count along with these punches. Always love the ceiling of Madison Square Garden as well. Oh, Grayson Waller pulled off the top rope. Head hits the turnbuckle. Oh, jumping knee. Not sure he got all of that one. Glancing blow, shall we say. Now, he's going to go for a side headlock. And we'll be back from commercial in less than a minute. Gets back to a vertical base. Oh, and pulled the hair. Illegal move, referee. Tell him. You know what I would like? I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. But obviously, I know that Cena's expected back. Cena's advertised back for next Monday on Raw. I would love it if he was actually here tonight. You know, like the way that The Rock was advertised for Brooklyn for WrestleMania, for the road to WrestleMania last year. He was advertised for a Brooklyn Raw. And they were like, next week, The Rock's going to be on Raw in Brooklyn. And then Cody Rhodes is opening up Raw in Chicago, and suddenly The Rock came out. And they were like, oh, The Rock's here. What the hell was that? What's going on with that? Maybe it's not impossible. Maybe it's not impossible. Springboard elbow drop by Grayson Waller. And kicks out at 2. By main event Jey Uso. Look at that. Springboard off the second rope. And kicked out at 2. Jason says, I'm going to Road to WrestleMania in a couple weeks in Belfast. Can't wait. Hope you have a great time. Can't beat a live event. I always say this to people. You know, it's one thing to watch it on TV or whatever. But going live... You can go to a show, and even if it's a bad show live, it's good. That's the best way I can describe it. A bad show live is still good. If you go to an amazing show live, get ready for a big right hand by Jey Uso, kick to the gut. Big uppercut as well. Drops to one knee. A Samoan drop by Jey. I tell you what, is it me or does Jey Uso look like he's put on a bit of size? Or is he carrying a little bit of extra timber? Oh, hip attack just pretty much missed Grayson Waller's head. Jey Uso goes to the top rope. Went for an Uso splash, rolls through. Oh, Grayson Waller floats over. Oh, super kick. Sends Waller out the ring. Hits the rope. Oh, look at that. A stunner over the middle of rope by Grayson Waller. Here we go. Jumping in. Oh, there's Flatliner. Cover. Oh, Jey Uso kicks out. Red Devils 99 says, which wrestler has suffered the most from Vince leaving? Theory? Well, I mean, that's probably Brock. You know what I mean? For obvious reasons. Brock, Theory. Who else was getting a push? I suppose people like Happy Corbin, you know, Riddick Moss. They were favourites of Vince McMahon. Not so much of Triple H. Oh. Grayson Waller. Discus. Oh, discus forearm right to the face. Oh, super kick. Another one. And another super kick sends Theory off the apron. Ducks under. Spear. One of the worst spears in the business. From main event Jey Uso. I mean, yeah, the the main event Jey Uso spear. It's not the best one, is it? Let's be honest. It's not the most amazing one. Oh, Austin Theory attacks Jey Uso. What's he going to go for here? Oh, Uso fighting back. Oh, Waller attacks him from behind. Look at these stomps. Oof. Oh, Waller goes over the top rope. Oh, and a spear. That was a better spear. Now he's going to go for an Uso splash from the top rope. Oh, it's Gunther. Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, is going to send a message to his WrestleMania opponent. Gunther choking out his WrestleMania opponent. He did it last week. He's doing it again. And look at this. He's passed out. Nothing like building up your WrestleMania challenger as a credible threat by choking him out every week. They were doing the same with Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown. You see that Charlotte Flair keeps attacking her. Gunther just chokes out Jey Uso. Easy. But I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm still, like I said, I'm still not feeling that match. It's like if you told, I'm struggling to believe it as like a world title match. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole going through things at ringside. We're 3 likes away from 60 likes, by the way, which is fantastic. If you haven't already, click the like button. As we just see this this promo package hyping up tonight's main event, Steel Cage, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. As we see footage of CM Punk's return. Oh, if you go, obviously we did the watch along for that show. If you go and check that out, my reaction was kind of mad. And obviously the fallout of that, of Rollins being at ringside and giving the middle fingers, going crazy. Then they had that promo segment, didn't they, on Raw, not long after that, which was very good. Again, surely Rollins wins tonight. Whoa, I think it's a Rollins win or it's a Roman return. It has to be. That's what it has to be. It has to be something like that. And again, that would be fitting of Madison Square Garden, because again, we've seen this. Punk's beat Rollins clean, middle of the ring, Raw premiere on Netflix. So we would think the logical thing is either Rollins gets his win back, or there's a double down. Out comes Roman Reigns, scales into the cage, beats them both up. That goes, and that moves towards WrestleMania. That's how you get to the triple threat, perhaps. Honestly, watching CM Punk versus John Cena, by the way, in the Elimination Chamber made me feel like I was 15 years old all over again. It was amazing. I'd literally been like transformed back in time. It was mad. What I will say is I'm not sure I'm feeling the current CM Punk hairstyle. The kind of, I don't know, Vince McMahon pompadour look he's got going on. I don't know about that. But I tell you what, Steel Cage, main event of Monday Night Raw inside Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's wrestling history. That's wrestling heritage. I mean, that's, Snooker versus Morocco. That's proper stuff. So hopefully it should be a good match. But I'm really enjoying doing these watch-alongs. I really enjoyed making content here on Wrestle News 365. I feel like we've got a good, or I've found a good flow at the moment. Good combination between the news videos, the countdowns, now these watch-alongs and the post-shows. I feel like I've got to the point where I like the graphics and stuff like that. Because everything that you see on this channel is done by me and me only. So sometimes it's a bit of a getting all the pieces together can be a bit challenging, but I'm happy with it. As we see CM Punk stretching in the locker room. Steel cage match tonight. As we're seeing WWE 2K25, it's available Friday. And which is that commercial. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Again, I like that they do these. I like that it tells you when they're going to be back from commercial break. That's very, very good. As far as people asking about WWE 2K25, I might be playing it at a later point. Maybe at a later point. Like I said, with all of the content we've got going up at on the channel at the moment, I don't really know where to put gameplay stuff. Secondly, it's really difficult to find time. Obviously, with commitments to this content on here and United View and life, it's difficult, very, very difficult to go in. I think what I might do in the future, I think my plan for the future for gameplay content is to probably make it members exclusive, and then put those they'll either be live streams or they'll be pre-records. And members can watch them. I think that's probably the plan for the future, most likely. Because there's just it's not on here. It's not like there's ever a problem for stuff, because it's always news. There's always shows. I mean, wrestling's on every single day of the week, so it's crazy. And more PLEs are being added. They're being done at European times. In addition to that, they're more becoming 2 days as well. SummerSlam this year is a 2-dayer. Although last year SummerSlam I had to miss because it was pre-season for Man United. There was Man United game on at the time. Hopefully that doesn't happen actually. The pre-season has been announced, but I don't know if the dates have been announced for that. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But AEW doing more pay-per-views than they've ever done as well. So we obviously did Revolution last night. I've already bought Dynasty as part of the Triller TV pack. I would recommend that if you're going to buy that pay-per-view, buy the pay-per-view packs with Triller. You save yourself a load of money. They do like these bundles where you can buy them all at a discounted price. Would highly recommend if you're in the UK to do that. You save yourself a bunch of money. So I'll be doing Dynasty next month. And it's going to be constant here at Wrestle News 365. So I'm very excited about it. Very, very, very excited about it. We're 1 like away from 60 likes, by the way, guys. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Click the like button and be sure to subscribe whilst you're at it. Oh, big up Lucas, by the way, in the chat. Says, have a good stream, Owen. The dates for the US United Tour already out. Oh, that's a good one, actually. Let me see. Because maybe I'll be able to see already if it clashes with SummerSlam. Because there's always a clash. They haven't been added to Google yet. Let's see if there's a clash. We're back from commercial break. Are they actually out? Oh, there you go. WWE 2K25 is available worldwide today. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there you go. 26th of July, 30th of July, 3rd of August, and that's it. Will one be a SummerSlam? I hope it's not. Oh, WWE pay-per-view calendar. Oh, there's Jey Uso backstage with Alpha Academy. Says that they've got him. So I guess Alpha Academy are going to back him up. Is that the plan? Maybe. So SummerSlam's August 1st and August 2nd, August 3rd. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Versus Everton, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, August 3rd. It's always the way. Always the way. Oh, always the way. They always do this to me. I'll have to figure that one out closer to the time. Well, coming up next now, we've got Logan Paul. We knew that AJ Styles was going to call out Logan Paul. I guess we don't have to wait for Logan Paul to be called out, because he's going to come out himself. The social media megastar. Of course, he was at Wembley over the weekend, suplexing Joe Weller after scoring in the Sidemen charity match. Big up to them. I think they raised, was it something, 4 million quid for charities, which is fantastic. Oh, he's ripping a shirt off a kid. That definitely wasn't a plant. Logan Paul enters squared circle. I mean, wasn't last Monday, I think it was the Monday before, when he had the promo segment with CM Punk. It wasn't great. Yeah, Red Devils 99. It was a SummerSlam clash last year too. They just won't let me live. I mean, thankfully SummerSlam's a 2-night affair this time. But I'll see what I can do. Could I simulcast? Do you know what? I actually think I could. I could do a watch along, a SummerSlam watch along on my channel at the same time as doing a United View watch along. I could actually do that. I could have the game on one screen and SummerSlam on the other, be on 2 channels at the same time, doing different things. This is real. I can do it. I know I can do it. If I plan it, I can do it. Leave that one with me. So Logan Paul's doing the promo. You can't really hear him. He's getting booed so loudly. Logan Paul's doing his promo. His promos ain't great, Logan Paul. I'm going to be honest with you. Crowd are chanting, "You suck." He says he's so shocked that Cody Rhodes was dumb enough to reject The Rock's offer. Are Logan Paul and The Rock, are they friends again now? I don't know what the status of their beef is. It took John Cena 20 years to realize that nice guys finish last. But he's known that since day one. Which is why The Rock, the final boss, consider his soul for sale, Logan said. Could you imagine if Logan Paul was like the third man in that faction? Well, it was Travis Scott, Logan Paul, The Rock, and John Cena. I mean, it would be crossover appeal, wouldn't it? I'll tell you that. He's the celebrity. He's the talent. That's why celebrities come to these events. That's why Andrew Schultz, he's getting a lot of mentions, isn't he? Real recognize real. Talent recognize talent. He's giving him a microphone. He's asking Andrew Schultz why he came out tonight. To watch the steel cage match. That's why he came out. To see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. He said, nobody here to see you. This is New York City. This is a real city. And they like real wrestlers. Is what Andrew Schultz is saying. He says he wants to see AJ Styles. Oh no, he's attacking Andrew Schultz. What the hell? Look at this. What's it with these celebrities getting attacked? It's crazy. Are we gonna... Uh-oh. Here comes AJ Styles. And look at Styles going out. Oof. Oh, big clothesline. Get ready. He's going to go phenomenal forearm, perhaps. Phenomenal forearm. I think you just heard AJ Styles say F yeah. AJ Styles is massive, by the way. He's probably in the best shape of his career. Crowd chants for AJ Styles. He says he's not done with you. He keeps saying, come on. He says he doesn't run from opportunities. He's going to walk to the back. It says this is New York City. He says this is New York City and raises Andrew Schultz's his hand. I mean, when it comes to AJ, he doesn't have many WrestleMania matches left. Maybe 1, 2. I don't know when his contract expired, but it's not a million miles off. Pat McAfee making reference to it as well there. TKO COO Mark Shapiro was ringside. There's Andrew Schultz celebrating in the ring. We've got close to 8 people watching, which is fantastic. We're at 62 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Let's see if we can get it to 70 likes. Be also sure to subscribe as well in the bottom right-hand corner. As AJ's theme song plays over and over again. Michael Cole doing an ad read, but of course we can't hear the ad read in the UK. D says, what's the main event? The main event is CM Punk versus Seth Rollins inside of a steel cage from Madison Square Garden. Not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, last week's main event was a Women's World Championship match It was Rhea Ripley against Iyo Sky. I don't think anyone expected a title change as well. It was a huge surprise, wasn't it? It was a big surprise. But, I mean, Rhea Ripley's still getting involved in this match at WrestleMania. So it'll be a triple threat. It'll be Ripley versus Iyo versus Bianca. And I'll continue with the discussion about Rhea Ripley's never defeated Iyo Sky. Like, the whole thing it was a shock, but it wasn't a shock. I think that's what they were really trying to go with, weren't they? Which, again, to be fair, does make sense. I get what they're trying to say with that. A bit crossbody by Iyo Sky. Oof. Iyo Sky bounced off the announce table there as well. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, I think the match would be great. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus Iyo Sky will be terrific at WrestleMania. And I suppose it does split off into different parts as well. Because when you have Ripley versus Iyo Sky again at some point, because Io's got a number, great match. When you eventually do Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, that's going to be a great match. Iyo Sky's going to WrestleMania. Unbelievable. Jason says, Owen, thoughts on Penta in WWE so far? I'm a big Penta. I've always been a big Penta fan. I'm not one of those people that does the weird thing of, like, he does moves in AEW that are terrible, but when he does them in WWE, they're good. I don't really get that. No, I've always been a Penta fan. And here come the New Day, which means we're set for this Tornado Tag Team match. New Day still rocks. A Tornado Tag Team match. Mysterio and Lee of the LWO versus the New Day. Coming up next. As we're closing in on 90 people watching at the moment, which is fantastic. Let's see if we can get to 70 likes. 6 likes away. Also, be sure to subscribe as well whilst you're at it. Thrillers in the chat says, is it just me, or do some of the entrance teams not really stand out? It is not just you, and it's not just you as a fan that points it out. It's wrestlers in WWE point out the same thing. Def Rebel, who is the current producers for WWE Music, nobody likes them. They've been doing terrible themes, and you really notice it once it gets to Royal Rumble season, because the buzzer will go off and nobody knows at all who's coming out. It's a big problem. We were spoilt for years. Obviously, Jim Johnston did amazing themes. CFOs did amazing themes. Like, there was a period of time in sort of 2014 to 2018, 19, where just every theme song was a banger, absolute banger, just constantly. Whether it's Glorious, Undisputed Era, AJ Styles one, anyone you can think of, just banger. Malachi Black ones, Aleister Black's one was incredible, and now they're just shocking. And if anything, what's a good Def Rebel song that they've done? The first Roman Reigns one, they got that one right. That was a good one. Any else good Def Rebel themes? There really aren't that many. they're just end. So yeah. You're not alone in that one. As we're hearing a promo during the commercial break from the New Day in New York. Ryan, you can get your super chats in as well as your joining of the WN365 roster, like we had earlier on this evening. We had Terry join the not United View, the WN365 roster. Got there in the end. We'll be back in 40 seconds. They're talking about their vacations last week. Now they're in the rat, pigeon, and piss-infected city. So, thank God for the New Day. That's what they want the crowd to say. Yeah, they revealed where the Hall of Fame is going to be taking place. Friday, April 18th, 9 p.m. Pacific at the Blue Life Theatre. Lex Luger, Michelle McCool, Triple H, and others, part of the class of 2025. So that's going to be... I always liked it when they had the Hall of Fame in like a hotel or a smaller arena. The format the last few years hasn't been very good at all. Of course, yeah, the announcement was made last week that TKO launching their own boxing promotion with Turkey Al Sheikh. I know that KG and Travis were talking about this on the Undefeated podcast. Turkey Al Sheikh, Dana White, and Nick Khan. Be interesting to see how that plays out. Speaking of boxing, there's Hall of Fame boxing trainer Freddie Roach. It's King Callum Walsh, undefeated professional boxer. Look at that cross-promotion UFC stuff. Look at that. This is what I was talking about. December 15th, 1975. Bruno Sammartino in a steel cage against Ivan Koloff on HBO. Incredible. I tell you what, that's what I was talking about there. It's just steel cage match in MSG. There is so much history. Rollins, Punk inside of a stage cage. Still to come tonight. Obviously, the New Day still in the ring, waiting to have their match. Look at that, Obafemi. Obafemi. Of course, that's taking place NXT Roadblock. I tell you what the maddest thing is. Don't even convince yourself, Owen, because I'm going like, tomorrow's NXT Roadblock. I'm going, Obafemi versus Moose. The Hardys versus Fraxim. I'm going, because now I'm in this. I'm like, I could do a watch along for that. Don't go crazy, Owen. Don't go crazy. Not yet. Don't start yet. You know, you're going to do this one tonight, and obviously you'll be doing SmackDown on Friday. You know, that's going to be a good time. You do have to be awake in the morning for some shows. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee making their way to the ring. As the LWO make their way to the ring. If you've just joined us, earlier on in the evening, Jey Uso defeated Grayson Waller, but he was attacked by the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. We also saw AJ Styles get physical with Logan Paul, as Logan Paul attacked Andrew Schultz. And now we're getting this tornado tag. It must be said, in terms of an opening hour of Raw, it's not a huge amount's been going on. It does feel very much like a sort of one-match show, doesn't it, so far? Which is that main event. Bell rings are underway. Of course, this is a tornado tag match, which means everyone's in the ring at the same time. So we're gonna have chaos. Oh, big splash in the corner. Dragon Lee. We got dueling punches in the corner. Oof, into the corner. Ray, 5-time tag team champion in his career. Multi-time world champion too. Oh, kick to the shoulder by Rey Mysterio. Oh, bouncing Xavier Woods' head off the announce table. And once again, bounced off this steel ring post. I mean, a tornado tag means no disqualifications, no countouts as well. So anything can and will go. So there we go. We're getting tables. Oof. They were getting the tables, but Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston attack their opponents. Now Rey Mysterio goes into the ring post. Now Xavier Woods, no, puts the table under the ring. Yes. Zach in the chat says, "Hey Owen, do you think Stone Cold makes an appearance at WrestleMania this year?" Well, he's saying yes. I mean, obviously he lives in Vegas. Oh, seated senton. Yeah, he lives in Vegas. Wasn't that last year's one? I mean, I think, to be honest with you, like with Cena and with Rock, how could they top last year's finish? Well, you have Cody's going up against, obviously, Cena, ref bump or something. Rock gets involved. Out comes Austin, does the stunner, and the Rock bounces around all over the ring. Perfect. What are they thinking here? What is the LWO thinking? No. Oof. For a second, it looked like it was going to go through a table. Didn't happen in the end. Oof. Ray thrown into the steel steps. Oh, Dragon Lee got caught. Uh-oh. Oh, a powerbomb slammed to the outside of the ring. New Day dominating. Our match continues. We did hit 70 likes, by the way, which is fantastic. We've got over 90 people watching, which is great too. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. As the crowd are chanting, New Day sucks. Oof. Rey Mysterio thrown into the barricade by Xavier Woods. And look, Kofi Kingston is it. He spiked Pat McAfee's coffee. McAfee's furious. Macaulay Culkin's at ringside as well. As Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston working over Dragon Lee in the ring. Pat McAfee's losing his mind, by the way, at ringside. Look at this delayed vertical suplex. Look at that, still. Look at the strength. Delayed vertical suplex, impressive. By Xavier Woods. Dragon Lee kicks out at 1. Is that was that table put back under the ring? I think it was, wasn't it? I think it was. Red Devils 99 says, if Austin comes, likely Cody wins. No, I'm leaning so far towards Cena win. Well, I see why people are saying that, because there is Cena's been advertised recently for some SmackDown tapings in May and June, I think it is, and a lot of people, rightfully so, are saying, well, that sounds like he's going to win the title at Mania, and the rest of this year is going to be about Cena's retirement tour, defending the championship, and then he'll drop the title probably at the end of the year, probably back to Cody, right? So, that does make sense, unless. I suppose it depends. The fact that Stone Cold is there, he could just be there to chase off The Rock. Doesn't necessarily mean that Cena's gonna, and that doesn't necessarily mean that Cena can't win. Oof. Dragon Lee fighting the New Day off the top rope. Oof, Kofi. I bet him on the top there as well. Oh, Rey Mysterio. What are the LWO thinking? Oh, look at that. Big forearm. So Kofi's hung up at the top rope. Xavier Woods is on the ropes. What are they planning here? Crowd chanting New Day sucks. Mysterio. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness me. What a Hurricane Runner. Oh, double foot stomp by Dragon Lee. 2. Oh, kicks out. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at that. Oh, he didn't go through the table. That is such a mess. Such a mess. Dragon Lee did a Hurricane Runner. Xavier Woods bounced off the table, and the table didn't break. And then he put his arm back through it, and it did break. Xavier Woods broke a table with his arm, not his back. That was ridiculous. Crossbody by Rey Mysterio. Oh, kicks out. That was so ridiculous. Hurricane Runner, Xavier Woods bounces off, puts his arm on the table, and it broke. Oh, through the legs by Rey Mysterio. Hurricane Runner maybe positioned for 619. 619 in the 2-1-2. Top rope. Oh, frog splash. Rolls through. Rolls through. Oh, Dragon Lee breaks it up. Great match. A super kick by Dragon Lee. Clothesline sends Kofi over the top. Get ready. Hits the ropes. Oh, dive. Incredible. What the hell is this? Who the hell? Who the hell? Someone in a mask. Who is that? Someone in a mask. Who is it? Oof. Oh. Delayed German. Oh no, it's going to be who I think it is. It's Gable, isn't it? It's going to be Chad Gable. It's saying Gracias. You know who that's going to be. It's Chad Gable. Unbelievable. So Chad Gable's coming back as a luchador. New Day going to the top rope, Xavier Woods. And there you go. Across the back, 1, 2, 3, and the New Day are victorious on Monday Night Raw. From the newest luchador. Which is Chad Gable. He's quick as well. I tell you what, that's security was quick, wasn't they? Security was rapid. Really, really fast. I was mad. We've got 92 people watching, 73 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. See if we can get it to 87 likes to go. See if we can get it to 100. But the New Day victorious in that tornado tag. The Judgment Day going after Bron Breakker's Intercontinental Championship, seemingly. Definitely a multi-man match looks like it's going to happen for Bron Breakker's Intercontinental Championship, doesn't it? It was an unbelievable sling blade by Finn Balor, wasn't it? Look at the strength. Oof. Goldberg used to that. Look at the speed. He's a scary, scary man, Bron Breakker, isn't he? A scary, scary man. And Finn Balor saying this Bron Breakker fella's starting to rub me the wrong way. And he said he speared you. It's Carlito. John Cena's a bad guy now. Can you believe that? There's Dirty Dom, Liv, Raquel. Bayley versus Raquel this evening. That's cool. Dirty Dom has some other news. Finn Balor versus Bron Breakker for the Intercontinental Championship next week. You just got to go make it official. Finn Balor gives him a hug. Says thank you. Better go talk to Pierce. Unless there's another. Oh, there's a plan. There's something planned there, isn't there? Very interesting. Getting a promo for WWE Evolve. Of course, that's on Tubi in the US, and internationally it's on YouTube. Peter Rosenberg in the crowd. Ugh. Play-by-play for Evolve. There's Fabulous, a 2-time Grammy Award winning. He was going to put something on his phone and it didn't work. There he is, Macaulay Culkin is back again. Look at that. Legend. Uh-oh. The American Nightmare, the undisputed WWE Champion. At the top of the hour inside MSG. Wonder what we'll say this time. Still got that black eye, whether it's real or not. Get the big woe. And he's still got that ruptured eardrum from Travis Scott. Did you hear? Travis Scott put a comment on Bully Ray's Instagram saying he'd slap the shit out of him like he did to Cody Rhodes, which was quite funny. But still sporting the black eye. 2 likes away from 80 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe. Reminder, the main event of tonight's episode of Raw, a steel cage match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Look at the pyro. As we are in commercial break, a 3-minute commercial break. It's always interesting to see what happens. Basically, when they do these, this is what it's like when you actually go to a WWE show live. The entrances are way longer than you think because they have to do commercials and what have you. And he's definitely sporting the shiner. No doubt about that, sporting that black eye. Cody's asking Pat McAfee about his glasses. Yeah, he is wearing glasses at ringside. Cody waiting to come back on the air. 1 like away from 80 likes, by the way, guys. If you haven't already, click that like button and be sure to subscribe whilst you're at it too. I haven't seen actually this evening, but with new subscribers and super chats, of course, as always, a little GIF pops up as well as making this number move, of course, which is always fun. As the crowd continues to sing along to Cody's theme. Such a great ceiling inside Madison Square Garden, isn't it? A fantastic look from the American Nightmare. I mean, what better way to spend a Monday night than to listen to Cody Rhodes' Kingdom over and over and over and over and over and over and over again? Why not? As they continue to show Fanatics Fest. WWE Superstar appearances. 2 legendary to miss. Be back from commercial very quickly, very shortly. We did hit 80 likes, by the way, guys. That's fantastic. Appreciate everyone tuning in. As we're just seeing a promo for all the WWE shows. M. Bison says MSG used to look unique with the small entrance on the hard cam side. Yeah, like they used to have it for a lot of the MSG events, didn't they? Like the Rumbles or WrestleManias. There, that little tiny thing with the weird doors, go like that. 3 WrestleManias, 3 SummerSlams, 3 Survivor Series, 2 Royal Rumbles. Of course, WrestleMania, first WrestleMania 10 and 20. #15th time from MSG. As Cody Rhodes is in the ring. And of course, at WrestleMania, the undisputed WWE Championship against John Cena. A heel John Cena. He's set for Raw next Monday. I'll be live doing a watch-along for it. We'll find out together just why Cena turned heel. As the crowd chants for Cody. New York City. What do they want to talk about? They want to talk about Cena. Who else? Big up Taryn in the chat, became a subscriber from United View. Hopefully you'll be with us through the road to WrestleMania, all these events coming up. Of course, Dusty has history inside MSG. It's the garden, the center of the pro wrestling universe, as Cody says. His opponent, John Cena. I tell you what, if Cena shows up this evening, he's not scheduled to, he's getting next week. He knows he's not here tonight. Maybe that means he is. It's wrestling after all, you never know. He's told his inner circle, Travis Scott, the final boss, The Rock. He's told him that he's not going to be here. He's going to be, Raw next week, Brussels, Belgium. Cena will be there. Not Friday on SmackDown. He'll be there next Monday. I'll be live for it. We'll find it out together. Yeah, Cena. Amazing history inside MSG. Won Royal Rumble in MSG. United States Championship in MSG. Opened WrestleMania 20. It was an easy decision. He says he doesn't begrudge a legend who has earned the right to call his shots. Having a part-time schedule. What he does begrudge, the day after Elimination Chamber, let's go Cena. Cena sucks chance. I've gone back in time. Let's go Cena. Classic. That is my childhood. Well, my childhood and my adolescence and early adult life. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. I tell you what, Road to WrestleMania feels big, doesn't it? And we're gonna do. I've done. How many WrestleManias have I done on this channel? I've done 37. Well, I was around 36, but I didn't stream it. 37, 38, 39, 40. It's been my 5th WrestleMania, and we're doing it bigger than ever this year here on the channel. Bigger than ever. A coach stands on the sideline in the middle of the fight. You have to say, John. Says, sit down, you goddamn moron. Best for business. Nobody defined best for business more than John Cena. I think they tried to bleep out goddamn, but they bleeped out moron instead, didn't they? The business has changed. That is 17. Can he be 17? He's got to win it at WrestleMania, hasn't he? 17-time world champion. And it'd be different if it was Cena's last match at WrestleMania, but it's not. Because Cena's wrestling for the rest of the year. I see he's got to win, hasn't he? I think he's winning. Imagine that. I'm the captain now. Good night. He says he's the captain now. Next week in Brussels, Belgium, Cena, Cody in the same building. And those European crowds are crazy. The atmosphere. Oh, we'll be live for it. We'll have the post show as well. I'm going to be ready for it. Coming up next, we've got Bayley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Remember as well, we've got the main event still to come, a steel cage match. And they'll be back in 2.5 minutes. As they're just doing an interview with Lyra Valkyria. We've got nearly 100 people watching, which is fantastic. How many likes are we currently at? 83. I tell you, we can get to 100 likes. I know we can get to 100 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to subscribe as well. Only 5 subscribers away from 19,270. We're getting close. We're getting close to 20k. It's still a way to go, I know, but we'll get there soon. We'll get there soon, and that'll be a big milestone for me. I'll get KG to make me a fake 20k play button. Like KG thought that he got a play button when you get 10,000 subscribers. That's what he thought. He's like, I'm really excited to get my play button. How many subscribers has he got? 10,000. I mean, KG doesn't work like that. You need to get like 10 times that to get play. You go, oh. No. But eventually we'll get that. Eventually. Do you know what's been a bit strange, actually? Just looking at this Lyra Valkyria interview, they introduced the mid-card women's championships. I feel like they've done a better job with the Women's United States Championship on SmackDown. Chelsea Green feels like a good mid-card champion. I enjoyed, obviously, the street fight with Michin on Friday. But on Raw, the Women's Intercontinental, it just doesn't feel. I don't think Lyra Valkyria was the right decision to be the inaugural champion. I'd have maybe gone with a Dakota Kai, or maybe gone with I don't know, maybe gone with like a Natalia. Just have matches. I don't think that was the right decision. I don't think she was necessarily ready for that just yet. Raquel Rodriguez being joined by Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom. Red Devils 99 says, so is this Cena's last year, meaning he'll retire at the end of 2025 calendar year? Yes. So everything's going to be his last. Obviously, this is his last WrestleMania. But he's retiring at the end of this year. They haven't put a date on. They haven't put a date on when actually the retirement match will be, but it's going to be at the end of the year. A&E, they've got LFG. Of course, they're in New York City. Already season 2 confirmed. Mickie James is gone though. Michelle McCall's in. 1983. Arguably the most famous cage match in MSG history. Jimmy Snuka against Don Morocco. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of surprised they're still even referencing Jimmy Snuka on WWE television. Jimmy Snuka history is, pretty rough. Of course, we've got the steel cage main event tonight. Rollins versus Punk. And it still does feel like very much like a one-match show, though, doesn't it? More celebrities at ringside. Selling the City. I haven't heard of any of these shows. I'm not going to lie to you. Rich the Kid, a rapper from Queens. Look at that. Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor, Serrano 3. It's going to be on Netflix July 1st from MSG. Yeah, Taylor Serrano been brilliant fights. Yeah, really, really good fights. Travis Scott is going to be up for sale. They've got a t-shirt. And there you go. Next week, Belgium. So next week, it's a Raw is going to be starting at 8 p.m. Oh no, is that going to be 7 p.m. this time? 7 p.m. this time, and I'll be live for it. I'll be live for Raw. I'll be live for the post show. That's going to be, of course, Monday night. So, but those European watch-alongs are going to begin Friday this week with SmackDown. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bailey's music just honestly sucks so bad, doesn't it? You want to talk about bad Def Rebel themes? This is one of them. Absolutely awful. It's such a terrible theme. Liv Morgan, she was showing off her Crown Jewel Championship ring. Of course, won that at the aforementioned Crown Jewel event last year. As for what's still to come on this show, of course, as I mentioned, we still have that Steel Cage main event. We also have Iyo Sky. She's going to be interviewed by Michael Cole. This is a number one contenders match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And the bell rings. We are underway. Bayley backed up into the corner. Look at that, just kick to the knee. A standing switch goes behind. Oh, pull of the hair, a legal move. Irish whip. Oh, Bayley goes over the top. And a shoulder right to the guts. Oh, she was going to go for a version, I guess, of the rose plant onto the apron. Oh, stamps across the arm. That was nasty. Now Raquel thrown back into the ring. Bayley trying to fight back. Oh, bang. Shoulder tackle by Raquel Rodriguez there. Oof. Nobody home. Another shoulder tackle by Bayley there. What's Bayley going for here? Oh, nice deep arm drag by Bayley. Oof. Into the corner again. Nope. Just catches and... Oh, look at this. Just throwing it around like nobody's business. Oof. Impressive. Fall-away slam by Raquel Rodriguez. Oof. Bayley hangs Raquel over the top rope. Oh, big knee. Oof. Raquel just kicks Bayley off. Some words of wisdom. Liv gets involved. And we go to commercial break. Yes, this is definitely filler, isn't it? Definitely filler. No doubt about that. Cover. Obviously, the match isn't going to finish in commercial. Crowd is a bit quiet at the moment. I think, as I mentioned, crowd are very much waiting for the main event now. To be honest with you, it's actually been a bit of a flat show, hasn't it, really? You know, there was... the tornado tag was good. Cody promo felt important, but kind of just filling until next week. And really, I think massively significant, I guess. Got the Logan Paul and AJ Styles bit of physicality. But really, the focus is on this main event. Oh, big boot. Look at this. It's that version of like a key lock, isn't it? As Liv and Dirty Dom watch on ringside. Oh, ducks under. Oh my goodness, what a clothesline that was. Heck of a clothesline by Raquel. 2. Oof. Bayley kicks Raquel off. Oof. Oof. Big elbow. And again, another one. Oof. Raquel's got to go for... Oh, no, small package inside cradle. Kicks out. Oh, and another clothesline. Sends down Bayley. $30 seconds, then I'm going to be back from commercial. 20 seconds. I mean, the crowd's so quiet, you can literally hear the officials. Oh, big clothesline. As they'll be coming back from commercial. 3 likes away from 90 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe as well whilst you're at it. Oh, as Raquel went for a leg drop on the apron, but Bayley rolled out the way. Oof, big forearm by Bayley. Oh, hangs Raquel up on the second rope. And a knee. Oof, another one. Raquel kicks Bayley off. Oh, and there's clothesline. Cover. Oof, and Raquel kicks out. Still to come, new Women's World Champion Iyo Sky live. And of course, we'll have most likely, I would think, that in the main event. Yeah, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, steel cage match still to come. Crowd is very quiet. Very, very quiet for this match. Very. Oh, roll through. Kicks out. Nope. A running knee. I mean, 18,000 people there, but it's quiet as anything. Bayley, big elbow drop. Cover. Oh, and Raquel kicks out. Look at that elbow by Bayley. Shades of the Macho Man. As Lord Alfred Hayes would say, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Oof. Raquel face first into the top turnbuckle. Oh, went for a clothesline. Ducks. Nice back suplex. Cover. Oof. What's Bayley going for? Maybe for a rose plant. Bayley goes down. Raquel through the middle rope. That's kind of just not sure what's going on with this match. Bayley hits the rope. Baseball slide. Oof. Forearm. Up on the shoulder. Oof. Raquel face first into the post. Now Bayley with an opportunity perhaps. She went straight into that steel ring post. And they don't have the protective covering over that they usually do. What's Dominic Mysterio doing? Oh, Liv Morgan, forearm sends her down. Dominic Mysterio. Bayley. Oh, caught by Raquel. Oh, slams Bayley onto the announce table. No, Bayley's just out on the table. Absolutely laid out. Seven. 8. 9. Gets back in. Oh, big boot. Oh, there you go. Power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Tahana bomb. And Raquel Rodriguez is the number 1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Well, that was Judgment Day sham, according to Michael Cole. Look at that. Bayley sends down Dirty Dom. It was effectively a Bayley to belly onto the announce table, wasn't it? And look at that big boot as well. And then off the Tahana bomb, Raquel Rodriguez picks up the win. In line for an opportunity at Lyra Valkyria's Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable saying it wasn't me. And what was a great match. They're trying to suggest that wasn't you. Chad Gable says security is pathetic. Well, there you go, look. There you go, the person in the mask was just taken away. New York security. Pathetic. So, this is what happened? We're getting like a Chad Gable, like Blue Blazer gimmick? Is that what they're trying to do? Kind of thing? Blue Blazer / Mr. America / Juan Cena. Remember that? I guess we are. That's what we're doing. Perhaps we are. We're 3 likes away from 90 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe too. Iyo Sky. Dominic Mysterio talking to Ludwig Kaiser there. Coming up next, it's the Women's World Champion. The new Women's World Champion, that is. Iyo Sky. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. We've got over 120 people watching, which is fantastic. We're on the road to 20k. A reminder, we will be live once again Friday night for SmackDown. SmackDown taking place in Barcelona. It'll be streaming live on Netflix for international viewers, of course. For people in the US, it will air on USA in its regular time slot, I believe. But you can watch it with us on Netflix live Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll also be doing a post show for that one too. I'll be live also next Monday for Raw from Brussels. John Cena returns in the same building as Cody Rhodes, as announced earlier on. So I'll be live for that. Then I'll be live for SmackDown again. It's just, hey, we're going to be constantly live in the month of March. And of course, as we get closer to April for WrestleMania, I'll be live for that one too. Both nights of WrestleMania, post shows for both nights. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll also be live for, when is AEW Dynasty actually? Because when is that? Is that May? April 6th. That's April 6th. So it's actually before WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is 13th and 14th. So I'll be live also for Dynasty. Of course, we found out last night that it's Swerve Strickland's #1 contender for that. So I'll be live for that one too. Then we're going to Double or Nothing in May. It's all go this year at WrestleNews 365. So now's the time to sub if you haven't. Click the notification bell. Join the WN 365 roster. You name it, we will be doing it. As we're seeing this Bron Breakker video package at the moment. Of course, he's set to face Finn Balor for his Intercontinental Championship next week on Monday Night Raw, once again from Brussels. as Michael Cole waits in the ring for Iyo Sky. As we're getting some WWE World promos at the moment. The largest. Imagine you can get a tattoo at WrestleMania, a tattoo pavilion. Imagine that. Our latest member, Terry, says, I'll be here for that. I'm a night worker. So Terry's going to be here for all the watch-alongs coming up later on this month, which is excellent. As we get closer to WrestleMania. As the thing is, there's no way that's Michael Cole, because Michael Cole's in the ring at the moment. So that's pre-recorded. Celebrates some of the great 1988 Randy Savage, WWE champion, against the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Of course, the main event. I mean, I think we've got this Iyo Sky promo segment, and then we'll have the main event for the Madison Square Garden edition of Monday Night Raw. I tell you what, it's a clever way to get past the Netflix different feeds, because when the sponsors come on, they don't show them all. But if you put them on the Titantron, you can't go away from the Titantron. Chris Diaz. Josh Segara. Nardo Wick. As Michael Cole's in the middle of the ring. Brand new Women's World Champion, Iyo Sky. The new Women's World Champion. A bit of a surprise last week. But we now know, of course, she's set to face Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. It's going to be a triple threat match. Rhea Ripley's going to be involved in that as well. Big up to Adrian in the chat. He says, big up Owen and the Owenites. Look at that. You've got names now, the Owenites. Says AW, UV Morning and Red Carpet, Raw and UV Morning, 24-hour solid food. Well, there was no morning show yesterday. Monday morning, because the match day vlog went out. But I think I will do my best. Even if I show up tomorrow morning and I just fall asleep in the middle of the show, that's funny. So I'll do it. I'm nothing but a comedian. As Iyo Sky stands in the ring holding the Women's World Championship up high. I mean, you think, does she get confronted by Bianca Belair? Does she get confronted by Rhea Ripley? You're going to WrestleMania, says Michael Cole, as the Women's World Champion. Crowd chant, you deserve it. Crowd chant, "You deserve it, Iyo." She says thank you. She says it's a dream to be at Madison Square Garden as champion. That must be so terrifying. Cutting a promo, remembering lines in a foreign language. Oh. And now, she's over the moon to be champion. Going to WrestleMania. The number one contender for the Women's World Championship. The winner of the Elimination Chamber. The EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. The question is, does Rhea Ripley get involved? Living large now. Okay, Iyo Sky staring a hole through Bianca Belair. Crowd chants EST for Bianca. 10 likes away from 100 likes, by the way, guys, which is fantastic. Be sure to hit subscribe too. Bianca says she wants to say congratulations for last week. Michael Cole asks Bianca Belair, because she was sitting ringside, got into a bit of it with Rhea. She says, if you weren't out here, would you be facing Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania? She said she's had enough drama as it is. She was just out to... She apologizes to Rhea Ripley. Uh-oh. Well, it's not Joe Hendry, but say her name and she appears. And Michael Cole's getting out. She says, cut the music. She's asking what's the reason. Crowd's chanting for Ripley. Adrian says, is the Flying Pirate injured again? Yeah, Kyrie's injured, yeah. He's out of action with an injury. No reason for her to be out here, according to Rhea. Game over, just how do I know you're real and not an AI generated Pokemon? Well, you know, I guess it's a leap of faith. You know. Said his whole thing's a defense mechanism. Bless me. What's going on here? Gonna hide behind Iyo. Oh, she just pie-faced Iyo Sky. That's not a good idea. Oh, just Iyo Sky just slapped Rhea Ripley. Oh, just absolutely slapped the hell out of Bianca Belair. Said she's not going to be disrespected. Is the Women's World Champion for a reason. Iyo Sky reminding the world, I will not be an afterthought. She says, I'm the champ. Slaps them both in the mouth and leaves. There you go. Next week in Brussels, it's Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. I'll be live for it next week. Next week, no holds barred. Bloody hell. Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser. Also, it's going to be Jey Uso versus Austin Theory next week. Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile next week. And the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Bron Breakker versus Finn Balor. Live next week, Brussels. Special start time. 8 o'clock in Europe. I'll be live for it. Exciting. And here we go. Main event time, folks. We've got the special music. CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Let's go, folks. Let's go. Time for the main event. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Who do you think is going to win this one? Are you going with Punk? You going with Rollins? You going for something different? Are we getting a no contest? Are we going to get a Roman Reigns return? What are we going to get? Nathaniel says Punk. I think it's Rollins, or maybe a Roman Reigns comeback. I'm not sure. It's going to be difficult to predict. Seth freaking Rollins. And look at that, the steel cage beginning to be lowered. Look at the fire surrounding the ring. Look at the steel cage gets lowered surrounding the ring. It's a big main event. Big. Steel cage live. Big main event. And we're back in 3 minutes as the WWE crew gets the steel cage set up. I have been fortunate to see a steel cage match live. I went to watch a SmackDown TV taping in London back in 2009. I watched Triple H versus Randy Orton inside of a steel cage. Triple H won. Seth Rollins continues to circle the ring. Seth Rollins in conversation with an official. The door opens and Rollins is allowed in. Adrian says, did you ever visit Earl's Court for the Insurrection and those pay-per-views? My first wrestling show that I went to watch was in... It would have been after WrestleMania, just after WrestleMania 19. So that would have been 2003. So that's what, 22 years ago. My first wrestling event was live. And the reason that I know it was just after WrestleMania 19 is because Brock Lesnar was WWE champion. Los Guerreros were doing the gimmicks where they stole the gold medals from Team Angle. And that was all happening just after WrestleMania 19. I think the main event of that show was Brock Lesnar versus Big Show, I think. That was, yeah. That was my first ever show. And I think that was in London, but I can't remember where that was in London. I mean, to be honest, if I Googled it, I'd probably be able to find it. WWE European Tour 2003? Would have been 2003. That was it. WWE Passport to Pain Tour. But that was... See, it wouldn't have been that one. It would have been... What would it have been? Road to Insurrection? That may be what it was called? I forget. There's Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer. Julia. Title versus title. I agree with that. Julia's hurt. Was it Passport to Pain Tour? That rings a bell. So I think that might be what it was. Crowd chants for CM Punk. And there he is, the former WWE champion. think it might be clobbering time. I wonder how sort of nervous CM Punk is about getting injured at this point. You know what I mean? Missed WrestleMania last year. Was back by SummerSlam competing. But considering how close we are, I wonder if he's nervous. CM Punk just said, "It's my house, motherfucker." Dates back to 2012. Here we go. We're underway. Punk just getting inside the cage, and Seth Rollins jumped him. We're underway. We're at 6 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Oh, big right hand by Seth Rollins. Oof. They're battling up into the corner. Got CM Punk just teeing off Rollins. He went to throw Rollins into the cage. Blocked. Blocked again. This time it was Punk that did that. Oof. We've got dueling chants inside MSG. Oh, big chop. And look at that, head to head. Oof, big forearm there. Forearm. Oh, slap. Look at these slaps. Oof. Oh, my goodness. Look at these. They're just slapping the hell out of each other. It's turned into a bit of a hockey fight. It's just again, it's a big slugfest, this. There they go again. Oh, big chop. Oof. And one back. Oof. Oof. Another one. Big right hand by Punk. And again. Another big right hand. Oof. Punk seemingly staggered a bit by those Rollins right hands. Oh, it's gone up for GTS. Oof. Oh, caught. He's going to get a powerbomb, perhaps. Oh, my God. Seth Rollins just buckled bombed CM Punk into the cage, and that was a nasty, nasty landing. I mentioned about, concerns about whether or not Punk would get injured on the road to WrestleMania, but that was nasty. Maybe he's going to try again. He wouldn't try it again. Surely he's not going to do it again. No, I did it again. Oh, good grief. That is a nasty, nasty landing. Good God. CM Punk already bruising up. Oof. Oof. Thrown into the cage. Cage being used as a weapon by Seth Rollins too. Rollins hits the rope. Oh, crossbody. Sends Punk into the cage. I mean, to be honest as well, I think, this match is going to go for quite some time. I mean, the usual runtime of Raw on Netflix, roughly, is about 2.5 hours. So this match still has about sort of 20 minutes left. Oof. Rollins again. Oh, drop kick just wedges CM Punk into the cage wall. That was nasty. Punk just trying to get back to his feet. Oof. And once again, look. Oof. Rollins is just ripping the flesh of Punk's head across the cage. Again, at one point, this match was considered for WrestleMania. Obviously last year, but also this year. Back on the live broadcast. Oh, I'll tell you what, CM Punk was a straight right to Rollins' head. Oof. And once again, just shoving Punk's head into the wall. It's been all Seth Rollins, to say the least. Did they say the ways to win this one? They're doing the escape the cage rule. They didn't have that at Revolution last night, but they do have the escape the cage rule here, which is maybe how Rollins could win. You know, they've got the escape the cage rule. I could see a situation where maybe Reigns comes out and does the thing where, you know, Rollins gets speared through the wall or something like that. But that's how Rollins wins. Rollins pointing to the door, he's saying, Punk, you can leave. Just leave. Walk out again. CM Punk flipped him, give him the finger. Oh, we're going to get another powerbomb. Punk, Hurricane Rana sends Rollins into the cage this time. Oh, GTS. Look at this. GTS bang. Punk trying to get back to his feet. Rollins getting back to his feet as well. Oh, running knee. Caught Rollins up against the cage. Look at that, just once again. Hits the ropes. Oh, wow. Jumping knee into the back of the Rollins head. Just bounces it off the cage. And look, now he's pointing, saying you can come out if you want. Now Rollins is flipping the fingers. Neck breaker by Punk. Elbow. You can see like a Punk's elbow is sort of I know his back there's got a big red mark on it. Looks brutal. Punk's gonna go to the top rope. Punk going to the top rope. There you go, shades of the Macho Man Randy Savage. I thought the whole thing of being on Netflix, they weren't going to censor middle fingers and blood and swearing. It was still going to be PG, but if they did decide to push the envelope, it wouldn't be a problem. Didn't censor it that time. Crowd are chanting one more time, and Punk's going to have to do it one more time. He's thinking, you're going to kill me. A third elbow. Oh, kicks out. Look at that elbow. Punk looking towards the official. Punk. Is he going to try and escape the cage, or is he going to go for a big elbow drop? Uh-oh. Maybe not. Don't do it. Rollins rolls out of the way. For a second, I was thinking, Punk, if you think about coming off the top of the cage, like, you are way too brittle for that. Got these two. The drones nearby. Just like last night, this always gets me nervous. Let's kick off. Oh! Them both straddling the cage. Oof. Rollins falls. Look at this stuff. This is always just... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, superplex from the top of the cage. Cover 2. Oh, Punk kicks out. Those ones always make me nervous. Because I tell you what, that's strength by Seth Rollins. Oh. Look at this. Oh. That's got to hurt. Shades of Bret and Owen. There's in every CM Punk match, there's always Bret Hart references. Always Bret Hart references. Crowd chants, "This is awesome." Oof. That's straight right hand. Oof. Big right hand. Oh. More straight rights and lefts by Punk. Look at this. He's saying, come on. Oof. Punk trying to get him up on the shoulder for the GTS. Rollins fights out. Pedigree. Oh, up on the shoulder. GTS. Second. This is going to be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I thought for a second that would be it. I thought that might be it, you know. For a second, I thought, wow, Punk's going to beat him clean twice in a row. Clean as a sheet. He didn't. Punk says it's over. He's going to go for another go to sleep. Rollins up on the shoulder. Third the charm, perhaps. Oh, caught. Rollins. STF. It's the move that he passed out to Elimination Chamber. This is how he passed out Elimination Chamber to it. Is he going to pass out? If Cena did it, so can Rollins. I thought for a second he tapped. Punk, Anaconda Vice. Ropes don't cause a rope break. You've got to fight out of it. Oh, and he just grabbing the nose of Punk. That's how he's going to get out of it. Oh, stomp. Stomp. It's going to be it. Shoots the half. 1, 2. Oh, I kicked out. Ugh, what a match. Seth Rollins looks like he can't. Looks like he doesn't know what to do. Now look at Rollins' face. It's cutting a confused figure. Punk's prone again. Oh, he's going to go for a super stomp, perhaps. Super stomp. This is going to be it. Oh, pulls him off the top rope. Uh-oh. Another GTS. That's got to be it. Has to be. 1, 2. Ah. I mean, he's kicked out of 2 GTSs. 3 total. 3 times in this match, he's had 3 GTSs. Oh. What a match. There's no way that Rollins is losing. Surely. And look, they're cheering for Rollins now. They're singing his song. Now he's thinking, what's it going to take? It's a good question. What is it going to take? Oh, stomp. Punk just stomped Rollins. Cover 2. Oh, kicks out the stomp. And now Punk's just saying, you know what, I'm just going to have to escape the cage, perhaps. Just escape the cage. He could. But would he be able to live with himself? It says, now you want to walk? He says, you want it? Take it from me. Earn it. Oh. Another GTS. Uh-oh. GTS by Rollins. Stomp. It's going to be it. 1, 2. Ah. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. A GTS and a stomp, and now Punk kicks out. Inside Madison Square Garden. And now will Rollins. Incredible. Super stomp. That's got to be it. Has to be. Got to. What's going on? What's going on? Something's going on. I hear in the crowd. Okay. It's here! It's Roman Reigns! Roman Reigns is here! But he's just cost... But Rollins just won the match. Oh, Superman punch. So Rollins wins the match. But that's not what this is about. Reigns is here. I'd said that Reigns would be here. I said that it was going to happen. The OTC. Oof. Oh, and he just stomps on Seth Rollins. Uh-oh. Officials are saying no. It was about to end it indeed. Oh, look. Look in the ring. Oh. Roman Reigns realizes his wise man is with CM Punk. The hell is this? Roman Reigns has just attacked CM Punk. Oh, spear. Oh my. Oh my. And Roman Reigns puts the wands up to the air, and that's how they go off the air for Monday Night Raw on Netflix from Madison Square Garden. My goodness me, what an ending that was. And I think that perfectly sets up this big WrestleMania match, doesn't it? I think we just got a very big indication as to what the plans are for WrestleMania. I mean, if we didn't know already, we've now got the storyline pretty much confirmed. It's going to be a triple threat match. I mean, not that we didn't know that anyway. It was set up that way coming out of the Rumble, wasn't it? That's what it was going to be. But if you had any doubts that that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. That's yes, Roman Reigns returns on Raw. A shock, a surprise, unannounced return. That match now set for well, not officially set, but it's happening at WrestleMania. Triple threat action. Yes, that's going to be big. It's going to be a big one. Whether or not that actually main event, I don't think that will probably be the case. But well, look, guys, we're going to get into all of it on the post show, which is going to be coming very, 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 very soon, and very, 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 very soon. I'm just getting everything set up right now. It's going public now. Big up to everyone that's watched the watch along this evening. As I mentioned, the post show will be live very, very shortly. I'll be live there. We'll be discussing what this means, what we thought of an episode of Monday Night Raw from the historic Madison Square Garden, of course, the world's most famous arena. That's exactly what it is. And the world's most famous arena got an absolutely fantastic main event and a massive, huge, major return. Roman Reigns back on WWE television. And seemingly, one would think, setting up this big, big match at WrestleMania. I'll be back live in just a few seconds. Don't go anywhere.